UPNG Council takes charge of security. Work on Hela forward operation base to continue. And world leaders meeting in UK begins.
This is National EMTV News with Dennis Orere.
Hello and welcome to Saturday's news. The University of Papua New Guinea Interim Council will now take charge of security on campus. This follows the protest by UPNG female student body earlier this week, calling for an end to sexual and verbal harassment on campus. The council has appointed 3 well-accomplished Papua New Guineans to immediately action the Student Representatives Council's demands. Yana Zoriri with more.
Following the protest on Tuesday this week, the Student Representative Council, led by President Bradley Yombon-Kopio and female Vice President Nancy Paglau, submitted 3 recommendations that needed to be addressed immediately to the University's Council. The recommendations include security, administrative restructure, and other avenues of social release. After a full day of deliberation on Thursday, the Council appointed 3 well-accomplished Papua New Guineans to immediately action these demands. Former Chief of Defense Commodore Peter Ilau is appointed as Strategic Advisor to the Security and Risk to provide an oversight on the reform of university security and the Risk Management Task Force. Former Police Commissioner Jeffrey Vaki is Interim Chief Security and Risk Officer to take immediate charge of the university security and risk management and operations, and prominent lawyer and women's advocate Iva Koisen as the legal advisor and investigator into all incidents of intimidation, harassment, assault, and other allegations committed against students and staff. The university, although has sound policies in place, they have not been implementing these policies over the years. The protest on Tuesday has put the administration and council on notice. The council, now in charge of campus safety and security, vowed to see that the university start implementing its policies. Yana Zoriri, National EMTV News.
After years of talks, the plan to build a forward operation base in the war-struck province of Hela is nearing. Hela Governor Philip Undialu presented a funding of 2.5 million kina to the contractor witnessed by PNG Defence Force Commander Gilbert Toropo and Minister Solan Mirisim. Undialu says the barracks will serve its purpose and also assist security concerns faced in Hela.
Hela province is coming close to realizing its dreams of seeing the establishment of a PNG Defence Force forward operation base, a first of its kind in the Highlands region. The PNG DF commander says this also falls under the plan of the force. Commander Toropo says such partnership will extend services, especially Hela, where it also plays host to the PNG LNG project.
And so the presentation of the 2.5 million check is a commitment that you have made through our MOU that we've signed. And so, Governor, we really acknowledge and we look forward to working with your administration and continue to do our job as a defense organization, national function, to see our security up in that part of the country, but also sovereignty protection along the PNG-Indonesian border maintained.
It's been a talking issue for leaders in Hela province, a province known for tribal warfare and lawlessness. Governor Philip Undialu says the forward operation base is critical for the province.
The core objective is to oversee the 3rd Battalion, which is under survey and design. But apart from that, to fill in the gaps of law enforcement, project security and so forth, so it means a lot to us.
Initial talks began in 2014. The Defence Minister says work has progressed and the funding presented will complete a major part of the establishment. Minister Mirisim is confident the forward operation base will have an impact in Hela province.
This is the commitment you have shown. You can be rest assured that once the FOP is completed, we will start going to battalion, and it takes resources, it takes money, it takes time for the battalion to come on, to be established. Battalion is, you're looking at 1,000 men and women. So it will take time, but with your assistance and with donor, like stakeholders like ExxonMobil, when they come in to assist the military or the government, then we will complete this on time and we can have the barracks, the 10th Battalion up.
Jokla Pava Jr., National EMTV News.
National Maritime Safety Authority has announced over 29 sea mishaps that have seen people gone missing at sea in the first quarter of this year. Senior Small Craft Act Implementation Program Officer Ismail Kawi says they are working with responsible authorities to search for the missing people. They are calling on provinces that are yet to establish their Small Craft Act Implementation Board to have their board in place so that such issues can be addressed. These provinces include Oro and Madang provinces. Kawi says they are working with the police to prosecute offenders of Small Craft Act and other incidents relating to small craft. Given the bad weather conditions, small craft owners have been advised not to take their boats out to sea.
Beginning of this year, we had a lot of sea mishaps, and it is important that we need to have those boards in place so we can collectively work and try to address those issues. Like we had 29 sea mishaps incidents, and these incidents are the missing persons, so we are still looking for them. We don't know the status, whether they are still alive or they are dead. The entire country, yes, for the first quarter of this year. And given that the figures, Madang has the highest contributing factor to that figure, and they haven't set up their board yet. On that note, there are successful prosecution of incidents that are relating to small boats. Some provinces have already gone ahead and prosecuted offenders. Some offenders, we are working closely with the police to prosecute them. And some are, at the court at the moment. So, word out to all the operators, boat owners, given these weather conditions, sea weather conditions that we are facing now with rough seas and high winds, don't risk people's life by taking the boats out there, because you might face the consequences of being locked up.
You're watching National EMTV News. More stories after the break. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the news. More aviation-related work is expected at Daru and Kiunga airports of Western Province. This follows the signing of a Memorandum of Understanding between National Airports Corporation and Fly River Provincial Government yesterday. Western Governor Taboy Awi Yoto says this agreement will push efforts to improve aviation infrastructure and related services in the province.
A first-of-its-kind agreement for Western and National Airports Corporation. For Governor Yoto, airports and airstrips in the province have been operating on ad hoc basis. The agreement hopes to see upgrade and improvements to airports in Kiunga, Daru and other parts of the province.
We have 3 big airports. We have been operating them for the last 45 years on our own. We never had so much support from NAC. But we would like to see that with this MOU signing, we will have a lot of support coming from NAC, and we'll see that some of our airports will eventually have some improvements from what it is now to where the future will take us to.
Western Province is a huge landmass. It's one of the difficult places in Papua New Guinea to travel and do business. The NAC Acting Managing Director Rex Kiponge says the agency wants to improve aviation services by building proper and reliable infrastructure in the sector.
This MOU will provide the legal framework to guide both our organizations to collaborate in aerodrome developments, business opportunities, and technical assistance, among other key priorities at Daru, Kiunga Aerodrome, and including Balimo.
Also present to witness the signing was the Aviation Minister and other MPs from Western Province, including provincial and district administration staff. The provincial top public servant says constant dialogue with NAC will see people of Western benefit from this huge investment.
To connect with provinces like us, and I think that's very important. We manage people, Waigani manage policies, and as such, it's equally important for Waigani to look at provinces and give us the support from top down, and we will support you from bottom up. And in that approach, we can address issues affecting our people in terms of service delivery and also take back PNG.
Jokla Power Jr., National EMTV News.
Prime Minister James Marape has encouraged all unengaged youths in the country to be registered under the National Volunteer Services. He says a volunteer service coordination point will be established in all districts for youths to be part of the volunteer programs. Through these volunteer programs, youths can be linked into SME or other opportunities to improve their lives. The Prime Minister made this statement when launching the national policy for professional volunteerism recently.
To those who are unengaged youths out there, we will set up an officer in your district, a coordinating point in your provinces for the volunteers. Don't come to Ley or Hagen or Port Moresby. Remain put in your districts. Find out who is the coordinator for the National Volunteer Services in your district or province, and list your name. This year we will be delivering census and a common role update. You can be mobilized as part of that program. And in that mobilization, once you're registered, you're identified, we link you to continual learning, we link you to SME space for you to do something productive in life. To all our youths out there, I point to you this place. We will come to you through National Volunteer. We'll come to you through the program that we want to do in as far as mobilizing you, and hopefully together, all our youths can be engaged in a productive activity going forward into the future.
Women engaged in the MSME and SME project facilitated by the Moresby Northeast Electorate in Port Moresby have been challenged. MP John Cowper said the SME concept driven by the government is to empower people to improve lives and help rebuild PNG's economy. Cowper made this statement following the completion of a financial literacy training for women in the district.
The Women in Business or Women in SME is a key project to empower women folk in the Northeast Electorate. MP John Cowper, who has hope in this key government policy, says the project depends entirely on each entrepreneur. He says the district is providing training and seed capital to assist the women, and the rest is up to them.
You must get believe you. You make it happen for yourself. Me providing more something, time money go, be cut off, I'm finished. But you're going to make miracle, or you are going to multiply the money that will give it to you, MU yet.
Also present was NCD Governor Powers Pakop. He is also actively supporting the growth of the SME concept. With a significant monetary pledge in the Northeast District, Governor Pakop is setting up a help center at the City Hall to assist women. Different services will be available to iron out issues faced by entrepreneurs.
Workplace service center, and by come film gap, and by come help him as a team lo you lo notice, lo make sure some chance play you long success and go higher and higher. Where you sort of you put down long end, and by mipla kamla supporting you. You may empower him all Mary, you may empower him family na, community na, you may lift him family na, community and Papua New Guinea by Kirap.
An entry requirement to complete the SME policy is a financial literacy. So far, the Northeast District has conducted more than 10 trainings to broaden basic literacy skills for women groups.
All the time, by politicians they come by you expect it pre and out. You must hard work, you must do hard, you got blessing belonging. What I'm leaving money you walk in.
Jokla Power Jr., National EMTV News.
The PNG Fashion and Design Week launched its new event called the Fashion Friday with Champagne yesterday. With the support of Hannah Beauty Box and Joey's Tailoring, the event is a way of promoting the PNG designs through its tailoring products. Podivai with this story.
Operating for 5 years, the PNG Fashion and Design Week Limited is keen in promoting the country's culturally inspired designs. Founder Janet Sios says they will be hosting its virtual runway under the theme Strong in Custom Walkabout.
Our virtual runway is now due on the 21st of July, and we're looking forward to that. And right now the tickets are on sale, and looking forward to 14 of our designers to display their products and the latest creativity in the fashion industry. Yeah.
Despite the pandemic, PNG Fashion and Design Week Limited had other opportunities to continue their business.
To be able to look at how we can do things different. We're going online now. We're launching our online platform today. It's called PNG Fashion House, where some of the designs can be on there and people from overseas can buy directly from us and we ship it to them. So that's also innovative ways of doing business in Papua New Guinea. And, one of the things that our group decided to do is customize masks out of it. And we did a lot of masks for a lot of people. It's a reusable mask instead of just using the ones that you buy from the disposable ones. So that's another thing that came out of what we decided to do.
Sios says they are looking to expand their footprints to other parts of the country.
We want a bigger factory. We want maybe 2 or 3 or even some provinces, maybe 5 in 5 provinces, so that we really truly can recognize the potential of the industry, because we've got designs, 1,000 tribes and many ways of many designs, and we're excited about the progress in the industry, and we want to be the fashion hub of the Pacific Islands. It used to be Fiji, but we want to bring it to Papua New Guinea. There's 10 million of us, 1,000 tribes with many more ideas and many more creative people, and why not? Why not? That's a dream, and one day it will become reality.
Podivai, National EMTV News.
Atlas Steel PNG will now have a new display center in Waigani along Cameron Road. The new show home site will be displaying a 105 square meter 4-bedroom modular home and various fencing systems.
As the largest supplier of steel building across PNG, this modular house will be an addition to Atlas Steel PNG's building division. Atlas Steel Port Moresby branch manager Peter Brown says having the display center at Waigani will be easy for the public to locate.
This house here it's about a 105 square meter house, 4-bedroomed, fully built at Atlas Steel factory. Then we take it apart in modules, bring it to the customer site, and here we have it here in Waigani.
Brown said the company also plans in starting an independent fencing business. The opening of the display center will be sometime next month.
The grand opening will be sometime in mid-July. Then after that, the public's welcome to come in anytime they want. They can come and have a look, see what the house is about, see what we're offering in fencing, see what other products we offer from our Brunny factory. And that's Atlas Steel.
In a recent study by NRI, housing is a big problem in the country. Affordable housing remains a challenge both in the private and public sector. Podivai, National EMTV News.
Tukai Sports.
Welcome to Tukai Sports. The IGA P netball tournament kicked off today at the Raukele Oval in Hela Central Province. This is the 3rd year the tournament has been organized by Lahari family in remembrance of their late mum IGA P, who was a netball icon in the province. More than 50 teams around NCD and Central have gathered to participate in the 3-day competition staged in Hela. The games begin in the Under-16 division, followed by Under-18 Women's Senior Division, Men's Division and the Masters Division. The finals will be hosted on Monday after the completion of the round games. The Papua New Guinea Women's Rugby Sevens team, the Palais, have left Port Moresby for Monaco this afternoon. Palais will be taking part in the World Rugby Sevens repechage from 19 to 20th June. The tournament is the final global qualifier for the Tokyo 2020 Olympic Games, where they will need to finish in the top 2 to qualify for Tokyo. PNG are in Pool B with Tunisia, Jamaica and Kazakhstan. The weather report is next. All the details after these messages. Stay with us.
True Kai Sports. True Kai Sports.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
Weather forecast for tonight and tomorrow in the southern region: Port Moresby and Kerema, mostly fine; Daru, partly cloudy; Alotau, partly cloudy with brief showers; Popondetta, partly cloudy. To the Mumase region, Lae, partly cloudy with few showers; Medang, Wewak and Vanimo, partly cloudy. In the New Guinea Islands region, Kimbe and Buka, partly cloudy with few showers; Kokopo and Rabaul, partly cloudy; Kavieng, partly cloudy with few showers; Lorengau, cloudy with some showers. In the Highlands region, Mount Hagen, partly cloudy with some afternoon showers; Goroka and Kundiawa, partly cloudy with few showers; Mendi and Wabeg, cloudy with few showers. Forecasts for small crafts for the next 24 hours. Waters of southern PNG Indonesian border through Torres Strait to Daru to Kiwai Islands to Kerema to Yule Island to Hood Point to Samurai Islands, seas 1.5 to 2 meters, rising to 3 meters. Also southern PNG Indonesian border and Hood Point. Waters of Samurai Islands to Cape Vogel and eastern and western Milne Bay Islands, with waters of Finschhafen through VT's Dampier Straits to Siasi Long Island, with waters north of Long Island to Medang to Wewak to Aitape to Vanimo and northern PNG Indonesian border, seas 1.5 to 2.5 meters. Waters of north of Cape Vogel to Huon Gulf to Finschhafen, seas 0.5 to 1 meter. Waters of Manus and its western group of islands, and with waters of New Ireland and West New Britain, seas 1.5 to 2 meters. Waters of East New Britain and Bougainville, seas 1 to 2 meters. Ocean forecasts for PNG areas: in the coral seas, seas moderate to rather rough with east to southeast winds of 15 to 24 knots, gusting to 25 to 33 knots. In the Solomon Seas, seas light with easterly winds of 10 to 15 knots. In the Bismarck Seas, seas moderate with southeast winds of 15 to 20 knots. And in the Pacific Ocean, seas moderate with easterly to southeast winds of 15 to 20 knots.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
And that's the news, sports and weather for Saturday, the 12th of June 2021. Pleasant viewing. Be safe. Bye for now.